Hello, I'm Dan with Dan French Taxidermy. We'll end up putting this YouTube so we can find it. Located in LaPorte, Colorado, just north of Fort Collins, Colorado, and we're going to be finishing a whitetail deer today. On your mark, get set, go. All right, I start by just roughing it up. I'm not being pretty. I'm just making any hair that's clumped up. I unclump it, do inside the ears. Cut this tag out of here to get it out of my way. Back to roughing stuff up. I'm not making it pretty, I'm just roughing it up. Inside the ears, sure you can get that. Rough up the back of the ears, comb, and I even comb the back because sometimes that back gets real ugly, gnarly stuff. All right. Number two, I clean off the antlers. You got some blood stain. I take a wire brush here. Usually a wire brush will do what you need to do. And typically to do a whitetail or mule deer, it takes me 42 minutes to finish a head. I'm going to probably do it quicker today just because I want to make a cool recording and it's boring watching other people do taxidermy. All right, there's that. So I roughed it, I've blown it off, and no, I rough brushed it, I cleaned the antlers. Now I'm just blowing off any dust. And I have a step by step. I don't do this very often, so I got to see. Fine brush. Now I am making it pretty, fluffing it. Getting rid of all the whatever makes it perfect, pretty. I don't want to leave. You can leave lines with your brush in there. I don't want to leave lines with the brush. Again, often people forget to do behind the ears. There it is, all combed nice and pretty, yay raw. I am now going to clean the eyes. I take Windex or something similar to it, squirt a pile there. Take a brush, dip in the Windex. This is too wet, so I do this. And now I'm going to rub it around the eyes. We got super glue in there, and so on the eyes, I like to have the eyes just a little bit above my eyes, the nose a little bit below my eyes. And the wood never scratches glass, and so rubby, 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 clean off all the goobers as best we can. There we go. I take this little gem right here, little X-Acto knife curved, and you can, if you try hard enough, scratch the glass with this. I am scraping off any goobers that are on there. Again, we use super glue to glue onto the eyes that can leave residue behind. Right now, I'm not making the eye perfect. I am simply knocking out the head. Alright, the heavy stuff is almost off. Yep. My goal is not to show you how fast I can mount a deer, or to finish a deer. My goal is to show you that it can be done, that you can do it. And again, I'm going to go faster than I normally do. Fishy epoxy sculpt, mix it together, mash it up. I'm putting putty in places, squirt some water there. Putting putty in places that needs putty. Be sure and mix this thoroughly so it's the same color, otherwise it won't dry. Roly till it goes to a point. Get my cute little tool here, and any place that has some gaps, I'll push in some putty. Gonna get a rough. This is a rough one. I got another fine one. Again, it goes to a shave it down here. I'm gonna make sure that putty is all packed in tight, and I'm gonna take this wet end. I made it wet. Rub it in here. Rubby. Push it all where it's supposed to be. Again, I don't have to clean the eyes perfect. Smash this in all the corners. Take out any excess. Alright. I cleaned this off because there's now epoxy on that I don't want to dry on it. Alright.
I'll do it.
We are painting. I start with a little bit of, I know it's supposed to be flesh in the nose, nostrils, but it doesn't show very well. It's hard to get stick. So I put a little reddish stuff in there. If you look right down there, you'll get a shot in the eye. Highly advise against it. Make sure I got it everywhere I want. I'll put Windex in here. Between every color, I clean it up because these tend to stick pretty easy. They get clogged up. And I go to burnt umber brown poly transfer. All right, you can't put this on thick because it's meant to be seen through, and it just doesn't work putting on thick. All right, so.
Thank you very much.
I'm putting on a light thin coat, covering all this. Down the lips, paint the nose straight on. And I'm not doing a perfect job here. I'm just putting on the first coat. And I see a little place that I want to put some more putty right here. Come back over this side, putting on another coat of that. One more time. Ideally, it's going to be two-toned, not just all black, not just all brown, a little bit of both. There you go. The base of the antler is a little bit here, not, skin doesn't go all the way out. The inside of the ears looks good. So, get a little Windex, clean it all out. It's just to help it so it doesn't stick. Now I'll use black. Black umber, I don't know what umber is, but that's what I use. All right, I got a puppy. There you go. And I don't put on real thick, but I put a little bit. If you, this doesn't have it, mule deer will often have more of a cracks in the nose. So if you shoot it at a hard angle, you can see, you'll see the brown lines in between the black, if you know what I'm saying. Right. Sometimes I'll make a little blacker on the top to make it two tones, so it's a little lighter on the bottom. Beautiful. I think I have got it there. I could clean it out at this point. I'm still going to clean it out at this point. Sometimes I'll leave it with, all right, nah, I won't. Sometimes I'll leave it with a little black paint in there. So I can do some touch up if I need to. Sometimes you use a little finger in there to squish the sides. Come on. If it clogs up on you, you can put your finger over the end. I lost Jenny. What happened to Jenny? Mike's not here. You blow it out here, you'll blow it in your face. Sometimes. All right, that's all clean. All right, we painted, oh yeah. I use a matte finish on the nose, just a real quick couple shots across. Take the toothbrush, and I'll apply pressure to it. I'm cleaning the paint off the hair. All right. Stay with the nose. Mule deer will often have little hair here. Sometimes whitetails will. So I'll take my hand and try to clean those hairs off. But. Fluff the hair up the ears. I like to fluff the hair up so they don't see that skin, which is kind of nasty back there sometimes. If you have to paint the ear, you do. All right, there's that. All right, I got a rough brush and I got a clean brush, even though it's not real clean, but it's a pretty brush. This is the rough one. All right, again, Windex right here. Get that all wet. Again, it's going to be too much water on that, so I take some off. And now I'm putting that eye, trying not to touch the edges of the eye. So I apply a little pressure, rub it kind of hard, and wipe that off without touching the edges. Again, a little more water, a little more dab. And I'll put that right in the center of the eye and just wiggle it around. Get some of that stuff off. And you can take the back of this, you can clean up the eye a little bit more. It's not perfect, it's not all the way out to the edges, because I do this and I touch the edges, then I gotta repaint it. And I hate repainting it. Now, Take this one gem again, Mr. Flashlight, and now I'm going to scrape that all that excess paint off, right down to the edge. If I do it right, I won't have to touch up paint, and if I don't, I touch it up, big deal. After I get this, when I clean the eye next, I'm going to make it perfect. It'll be a done deal. I now get the clean brush, and it's just more of a broom. I'm just sweeping off any of that dried, chunky stuff that I've scraped off the eye. And closing in here. Cool, perfect. If I need to, if I've touched the edge and messed up a little bit, take black or brown, whatever color you want, open it up. Right here, there's a little dot of black. Right there, I got black. And now I can touch up whatever I need to touch up, but I don't need to. And I'll clean the brushes up when I'm done. I oil the antlers. I use 60% paint thinner, 40% linseed oil. I'm going to put a rag on just because there's a little on just because of the kind of this. It'll be extra shiny right now. By morning, it'll dull down and not be near as shiny. but I forgot my on button didn't work. Oh well. So I'll take a business card right here. This was the number. I put it on here. Take this, put it on there, just because customers are kind of particular about getting their own animal back. There it is. And I always, when I'm done, I like to flip this upside down. Actually, I like to do it when I'm done painting, because so often, and darn, this time is no exception, you just can't see up like that. And I got some stuff here that I did not get paint on that I want paint on. And so it's going to be a little more than a dab. So, like I say, normally do that when I'm done painting. It's amazing. You look and look and look, you think you got it, and no. Brushes off, especially this fine brush off, like keep it good and cool. There it is, a finished whitetail in, I don't know, what was it, 20 minutes? Something like that. And again, I averaged 32, and yeah, right now I'm a little faster than normal, but da 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 da. Demo by Dan completed. Bum, 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 bum.